I cover a nature documentary, and it has nothing to do with National Geographic. This is a movie about two dogs and a cat who are separated from their owners and miss their people so much that they travel hundreds of miles across forests and hostile terrain. This summary may seem familiar to many millennials, but no, I am not talking about Homeward Bound, The Incredible Journey.
Guys, this is the wrong movie.
I am talking about its original Disney movie, The Incredible Journey. Now, for those of you who know Homeward Bound, you might be surprised that the 1993 movie is a remake.
What? What the what?
But what should be more surprising is that I refer to The Incredible Journey as a nature documentary.
What the what?
I will explain, but since I already gave you the summary, let's talk about the history. The Incredible Journey is based on a book that was written in 1961.
A once-in-a-lifetime story based upon Sheila Burnford's best-selling novel.
By now, it is well known that Walt Disney read a lot of books and turned them into movies. There is even an entire movie about this hobby.
P.L. Travers right here in my office.
Additionally, Disney loved nature, which started with his childhood growing up on a farm in Marceline, Missouri. He made several movies about animals. Think about Bambi or Old Yeller.
Get him, boy.
And while those movies, like The Incredible Journey, are fictional,
bother you that everything you're selling is fake.
Disney wanted to bring a real-life aspect to them. During Bambi's production,
Disney had purchased film of a fawn in its natural state for his animators to
mimic their movements in animation. Still, Walt Disney wanted to do more than turn animal books into movies. In 1947, Disney saw a film by nature cinematographers
Al and Alma Malat.
and he immediately put them under contract.
We never worked for Walt Disney Productions. We always worked for Walt Disney.
Walt Disney had the Malats shoot in Alaska, and the result of their excursion was Seal Island in 1948, the first of the 14 true life adventure documentaries. And while the last of these was in 1960, it didn't mean that Walt Disney no longer wanted to produce animal documentaries. In fact, the earliest version of the beloved Disney ride Jungle Cruise, which was an opening day attraction, was more educational than today's campy version.
Waterfalls mark the entrance to the expansive grassland region of the African veldt.
And this is why I call The Incredible Journey a nature documentary, although it is a fictional story. Every shot feels like it's for a documentary. Just look at this. The movie is narrated like in a documentary to understand the emotions of the animals. The narrator is voiced by Rex Allen, the first voice of the father character in Carousel of Progress.
There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
The best part of The Incredible Journey is the scenery, which is beautifully shot. Unfortunately, there are negatives. Until this section, I tried to treat The Incredible Journey as its own entity and not compare it to Homeward Bound. However, if you love Homeward Bound but aren't a fan of documentaries, this isn't the movie for you. And if you worry about animals being in danger, while similar to the dangers in Homeward Bound, in my opinion, it's even more intense because of the documentary-like feel.
We know!
I know I'm using the word documentary a lot, but I have to emphasize that this isn't like Homeward Bound, in which the animals are pushing the story forward.
My name is Chance. I know it sounds odd, but most names do if you think about them long enough.
In The Incredible Journey, the narrator is the one who connects each scene.
As he went deeper and deeper into the forest, the cat began to get uneasy.
And so it seems that the camera is merely observing, like the Malats.
And all through our photography, we always felt that we should never disturb the animals.
However, the documentary tone is interrupted whenever a human character appears after the initial setup. One scene in particular is when a father sings to his daughter. The father's voice is amazing. But it doesn't fit into the movie. Honestly, this movie would have been better if, after the animals leave the house at which they were staying, no humans appear until towards the end. You may have noticed that I'm not using the animals' names, and that's because the names are hard to remember. The narrator mostly refers to them as pals, or old dog, or young retriever, more so than their names: Lueth, Bodger, and Teo. Unfortunately, other than age, there aren't any distinguishing characteristics between the two dogs. And to me, that's the most problematic part of the movie. Teo the cat has a great personality, but it isn't enough to keep the story moving. The verdict? The Incredible Journey isn't really an engaging movie, but the scenery is beautiful. And if you are a huge fan of Homeward Bound and nature documentaries, I would recommend that you check it out for yourself before watching Homeward Bound again. Now, I will be creating some kind of follow-up to this video to include Homeward Bound, so please comment, like, and subscribe for more content about these two movies.